Hello there, Lake County Library. This is Christy Lewis from the Lakeport branch, and today I'm very excited to bring you a ginormous book haul of lots of thrillers, a mystery, lots of nonfiction and biography and history, and also science fiction books. So if you're really interested in one or two of those genres, you can find the timestamps down below in the description, along with the titles and author names of all of the books that I will be talking about in today's video. You can copy and paste the book titles and author names directly into our library catalog, also linked down below in the description, so that you can order any of these books to the library of your choice using your Lake County Library card. And just make sure that we have your updated information so that we can contact you when the book arrives for you at your home branch. Okay, let's jump into the book haul. So our first genre is going to be nonfiction and biography, and our first book is going to be President Garfield by C.W. Goodyear, which is a meticulously researched biography of the progressive firebrand and conservative compromiser. Over nearly 2 decades in Congress during a polarized era, Reconstruction in the Gilded Age, Garfield served as a peacemaker in a divided America. President Garfield is also available on ebook. Next we have Brothers and Sisters by Alan Paul, which is an in-depth look at the album that defined the 70s. The Allman Brothers Band's best-selling and influential album, Brothers and Sisters. It covers the making of the record and more, including hundreds of hours of exclusive, never-before-heard interviews. So if Brothers and Sisters sounds like a book you want to check out, you can do so down below. It's also available on ebook and e-audiobook. Next we have Killers of the Flower Moon by David Grann, which is literary journalism crafted with the urgency of a mystery, according to the Boston Globe. In the 1920s, after oil was discovered beneath their land, the Osage Nation in Oklahoma became the richest people per capita in the world. Then, one by one, they began to be murdered. Soon to be a Martin Scorsese picture, The Killers of the Flower Moon is also available on ebook and e-audiobook. Next we have Gallop Toward the Sun by Peter Stark, a vivid account of the rivalry between future President William Henry Harrison and the Shawnee chief Tecumseh, and of the Native American alliance that fought westward expansion, from the New York Times bestselling author of Astoria. Next we have Star-Crossed by Heather Dune Macadam, which is a nonfiction account of Nazi-occupied Paris for readers of The Nightingale by Kristen Hanna. This true love story follows the romance between the Romeo and Juliet of Paris, a Catholic resistance fighter and a Holocaust victim. Star-Crossed is also available on ebook and e-audiobook. Our next genre is going to be thriller and mystery, and most of these are thrillers. First we have The Housekeepers by Alex Hay, which is a historical heist novel about a housekeeper plotting revenge on the Mayfair Society after she is suddenly dismissed from her position running the grandest home in Mayfair. She recruits an eclectic group of women to help her carry out a heist on the night of London's grandest ball. The Housekeepers is also available on ebook and e-audiobook. Next we have An Honest Man by Michael Koryta. After discovering 7 men murdered aboard their yacht, including 2 Senate rivals, Israel Pike is regarded as a prime suspect. A troubled man infamous for killing his own father a decade before, Israel has few options, no friends, and a life-threatening secret. Next we have North of Nowhere by Allison Brennan, which is a standalone thriller set in the Montana wilderness where 2 children have crash-landed after their father, who is head of a Los Angeles crime family, tries to shoot the plane down and kidnap them. Now a severe blizzard is on the way, and their father is on their trail. North of Nowhere is also available on ebook and e-audiobook. Next we have The Raging Storm by Anne Cheeves, which is number 3 of the Matthew Venn mystery series. When Jem Roscoe, sailor, adventurer, and legend, blows into town in the middle of an autumn gale, the residents of Greystone, Devon are delighted to have a celebrity in their midst. But soon, Roscoe's lifeless body is discovered in a dinghy off legendary Scully Cove. The Raging Storm is also available on ebook, e-audiobook, and book on CD. And our last thriller is going to be Reykjavík by Ragnar Jónasson and Katrín Jakobsdóttir. It might also be a mystery, I'm not sure. 14-year-old Lara decides to spend the summer of 1956 working for a couple on a small island just off the coast of Reykjavík. Then Lara disappears without a trace. Time passes and the mystery becomes Iceland's most infamous unsolved case. What happened to Lara? And our next genre is going to be science fiction. So our first book is The Splinter in the Sky by Kemi Ashing-Giwa, which is a debut space opera about a young tea expert who is taken as a political prisoner and recruited to spy on government officials, a role that may empower her to win back her nation's independence. Perfect for fans of N.K. Jemisin and Nnedi Okorafor. The Splinter in the Sky is also available on ebook and e-audiobook. Our final book is going to be Deep Sky by Yume Katase, which is a sci-fi thriller about a mission into deep space that is threatened by a lethal explosion, leaving the crew to wonder about the loyalty of Asuka, the only surviving witness. Asuka is determined to find the real culprit before the bomber strikes again. Deep Sky is also available on ebook. That is it for this book haul, guys. I hope that you enjoyed it, and let us know down below if you ordered any of these or if you have any questions, because we really love to hear from you. Take care until next time. Bye-bye.